Somebody call a doctor because bad medicine is back. That's the answer. This is the Appleton Oak. I'm Mason Quinn. Folks, I am very excited tonight because we are starting a whole new franchise. Ooh. That is Underworld. This one's from 2003. Now, all I know is that it's got the great Kate Beckinsale in it. She crushes everything she's in. It seems like she's been doing this for years and doesn't age. So, I don't know. Maybe she really is a vampire. Who knows? But either way, I'm very excited. This is a first-time watch for me.
I am definitely ready, willing, and able to start this franchise because it's probably better than the last vampire franchise.
Impossible.
Oh, hey.
I think I'll be more excited and more amped up for these than those.
Easy on the Cullens.
Hey, I will have you know that the first watch of the original Twilight was the most fun I've ever had watching a movie. Not necessarily for all the reasons everybody else might have enjoyed it, but in any regard, I've never seen any of the Underworld movies. I've only seen one. It was either a Mythbusters or a Hollywood Weapons type thing where they tested something that happened in one of these movies. That's as much as I know. They came really highly recommended, got great reviews. I'm excited to see these.
You guys haven't steered us wrong before, so without further ado, let's go!
20 years ago this came up.
God,
this is crazy.
The war had all but ground to a halt in the blink of an eye. Lucian, the most feared and ruthless leader, had finally been killed. Victory, it seemed, was in our grasp. Yet the ancient blood feud proved unwilling to follow Lucian to the grave. Older were now able to change at will. Our orders remained the same. Hunt them down and kill them off, one by one.
That dude looks like Pa Cullen.
Like the weapons of the previous century, we too would become obsolete.
Oh, no. Bounces right up. Them are some bulletproof knees.
That tore both my ACLs just watching that.
Was that Gavin Rossdale?
I was going to ask if it was the lead singer of Creed.
What is this? The which lead singer
Which
look-alike
lead singer
game is this?
Nothing strange about a model
not
checking me
creepy at
out on the
all.
subway.
It was that moment he realized he messed up.
Whoa!
Oh!
Oh, the old
Desert
Desert
Eagle.
Eagle. The classic film pistol. Whoa.
Oh,
See Dunzo? Yeah, it looks
One of those, like, they have to be silver bullets.
I thought it was silver bullets for werewolves.
So then what are these to kill werewolves? Thought it was.
She got fully auto pistols? What's going on here? Oh.
It's all right. It's all right. You're gonna be okay.
Why is everybody seem to be after our lead singer here?
Imagine choosing a Desert Eagle as what you'd actually use for anything other than just messing around at a range.
Or using it as a hammer.
That's coming from somebody who owns a Desert Eagle. Like, I would never bring that thing anywhere.
Oh, got a runner.
I was going to say, that dude's not using the door. He's going through it.
That dude. No way he's using that door properly.
Oh, they must have to pull it out.
Oh, it was a silver bullet,
Yeah.
it looked like.
Whoa.
Oh, what?
Look at that.
They can change at will. They were saying that earlier.
Yep.
That is not a lead bullet, is it?
Nope.
Oh! I probably should have watched this before we watched the Twilight movies. It's probably like everything's going to be an Edward Jacob reference.
Yeah, loading him up with silver.
Oh.
Whoa! Look at her eyes.
Oh, and her teeth are coming out,
Yeah,
too.
see that?
There it is. The old eagle. Whoa.
Whoa.
Whoa!
I'm liking the gadgets so
I don't
far.
know if that got rid of him though. I think that just slowed him down
a little. Yeah. What is this, Fight Club? CGI's a little. It's a little 2003.
You're acting like a pack of rabid dogs!
Wait, is that that is the guy from Twilight? That's the head of the Volturi.
So it's an origin story.
This is what you're saying.
To survive.
Oh, I love the red curtains and red everything. It's very vampire-ish.
We have a serious problem.
I'm sorry. I'm just having a hard time with like everybody's got like a Zoolander look to them. Like, oh.
Definitely any radiated fluid of some sort. Something they stole, some sort of high-tech trace around.
We should gather the death dealers and head back down there in force.
Absolutely not.
They opened fire on us in full view of the public.
We've hunted them to the brink of extinction. Have your men tighten things up. I'll have Soren assemble a search team.
No, I want to lead the team myself.
Absolutely not. Hundreds. Really.
Victor would believe me.
Folks, is Khan from Snatch?
Make sure she's dressed and ready for the arrival of her guests.
I think that was our guy in the back corner who was like the one of the trainers in Divergent.
Oh,
The main bad guy trainer.
Oh, Boomerang Man from Suicide Squad?
I don't know.
Nah.
Not much help there.
They're gonna give us
Enhance.
the old
enhance.
sharpen. Yeah.
Enhance.
So why were they after him?
They were after you.
He's attractive
Let's.
for a human.
If you ask me, you take this warrior business far too seriously. You can't undo the past, no matter how many you kill.
Oh, the old three-door Benz. That's how you know you're rolling in style.
We got a family tree there? Is that what that was on the wall?
Any progress?
Let's find out.
Yeah, no.
Wow. It's our guy from Prison Break.
Oh, is it?
You said you did a terrific job tonight with the surgery.
Take it easy.
The music is really good in this.
We lost him. You lost him.
Look at this mess. He wasn't digging out the rest. Silver's penetrated his organs.
The vampires didn't realize you were following a human, did they, Raze?
I'm not sure.
Oh, he's really yanking them things out.
Our noble houses
Oh, is that
may be separated.
what is that drink of choice by chance?
We shall once again be united as a single coven. We want to thank our hosts for their generous hospitality.
Found him.
The hospital. Michael Corvin.
Oh, and
He's related to somebody else that was on that
On that board.
yep,
Yeah.
Corvin was the one before. It was a T or something.
Oh!
Okay.
He comes in, he does his job, and then he goes home. Interns pretty much work around the clock. We don't have much of a life. You can try him at home, or you'll have to wait till he gets back.
These
Oh,
guys.
they were just fighting.
Uh-oh. Whoa.
Why are they after you?
Oh,
Damn.
4 of them.
this is it. This is it. Yeah, because I remember this on.
I saw on the TV
This is on.
show.
This was on MythBusters.
Was
They
it
did
Mythbusters or Hollywood
Yes.
Weapons?
MythBusters. They did multiple versions of this with this, and then cutting through trees.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That was so cool. That did look cool in the movie, didn't it?
Mm-hmm. Oh, this guy.
Oh, she got him good.
Yeah, and he's taking them hits, too.
Oh.
Yeah, he just wanted the blood for the test.
Yeah, if he's
But now
do werewolves turn other people
I
into
thought when you
werewolves by
bit 'em.
biting them? Or is it just vampires?
I thought if you got...
I have no idea what this. He's got the fangs of a vampire, though. Is he both? Ooh, he got one right in the...
Oh, look at that.
Ooh.
Is this like the T-1000 run?
Oh, he's gonna do the diving thing and turn into a wolf as he's diving, like our boy Jacob.
Hey, that running looked a lot better than it did on Twilight.
Whoa!
Oh, right in the shoulder.
Oh, right in the shoulder.
He's going to land on his
Superhero landing.
feet.
Superhero landing.
Yeah.
Nah.
They don't really do that in this. They kind of have that style.
Stop the car!
Back off!
You've lost a lot of blood. If you don't stop the car, you're gonna get us both killed.
Now shut up and hold on. I'll be fine.
Yeah, little do you know.
So much for that. Oh!
Oh!
A second escape. Impressive.
I've tasted his flesh. Just 2 days till full moon. Soon he will be a lycan. He will come looking for us.
Okay, so a bite does transfer the vampire or werewolf gene.
It's a shame we don't have more. Positive.
All better.
All healed up. He's definitely got a concussion.
No, he's getting...
He's going to be
flash-
turned into a
yeah,
werewolf
that's
here
right.
pretty quick, so...
Stay still. Your skull's taken a good knock. Do you have any idea why those men were after you?
So for once the rumors were true. The whole house has been absolutely buzzing about your new pet. So why did you bring him here?
You saved my life. Why are you here?
Corvin sent me. He wants to see you.
This is completely unacceptable.
Yeah.
And spend the night away from the shelter of the mansion with a human?
I just need you to understand that Michael is somehow important.
Lucian wouldn't be the slightest bit interested in a human, Michael or otherwise. You're infatuated with him, aren't you?
Now that's a ridiculous theory.
Is it?
Oh, what's she up to?
He's already been bitten. Just relax.
He's one spitting, twice shy.
God, we're losers.
Well, she's got pretty good control over seeing the blood on his head. Oh! Whoa! Oh, that's got to break something.
Leave us!
Ooh, that was below average.
Maybe if your creepy girlfriend didn't come into the room and start getting all weird on him, he went and ran away.
It's the karate room / gun range, and apparently they're not worried about shots going off to the left.
Stray shots?
Oh, they had plexiglass.
Check this out.
H&K.
Oh, liquid silver, so they can't pull it out.
You've copied the lycan rounds. Silver nitrate.
Straight into the bloodstream. Ain't nothing to dig at.
Do you believe Lucian died the way they say he did?
Craven been telling more stories again, eh?
Well, that's my point.
But Viktor believed him, and that's all that matters.
We're running out of priceless statues for target practice. Whoa.
Engaging death dealers in public.
You were told to set up shop and lay low.
Yourself, Craven.
He's in it with him.
What is this? Double cross.
I've laid low for quite long enough.
Just keep your men at bay, Lucian.
You just concentrate on your part. I've bled for you once already. Without me, you'd have nothing.
I wonder if he took out Viktor.
To try to let him rise
So
to
that
power.
Craven can get to power,
He
yeah.
took out Viktor so Craven could take over. Books. Vampires love having lots of books. They got nothing but time, so reading an entire library, you know.
There's probably a key lying around.
She just wants to kick open doors.
That medieval style artwork's always crazy.
Of the scores of brave souls who entered Lucian's fortress, a single vampire survived, who was richly rewarded for not only setting the great blaze, the branded skin,
Bled
cut
for
from
him.
Lucian's very own.
There you go. Reset, I bled for you.
Yep.
Oh, and how convenient. That page is burnt.
Yep.
The only page that's burned in the whole freaking book.
So his whole story about killing Lucian.
Yep. Well, and that's so nobody will know what he looks like, but she recognized the amulet.
I've been looking for you everywhere.
Not now.
He's been bitten.
Did Craven put you up to this?
No, I saw the wound with my own eyes. I swear it.
I've been having these hallucinations. I've been having these delusions. My skull is splitting in half.
Michael, are you sure this wasn't a dog?
I said it was a man.
I'm gonna help you get this all sorted out, all right? I'll be right back. Just calm down, okay? I'm gonna be back in a minute.
With a dozen orderlies and some sedatives.
Or the fuzz. Huh.
And those are the...
Yeah.
Oh, look at
those
that.
guys. Call yourself a friend.
Please forgive me, but I desperately need your guidance.
Whoa. See what was inside there?
They were saying something earlier about somebody being
Yeah.
awakened.
Viktor, yeah.
I can only hope Viktor will hear my plea.
Oh,
Oh, that's a lot.
Bit
So
the
what's
wrist.
this dude gonna be like when she wakes him up? Oh, they're gonna show it to us like this?
Please forgive me, but I fear we may all be in grave danger, for I believe that Lucian is alive and well. So that if I'm correct, it would mean that Craven is in league with him.
Selene! I want to speak with Selene! If you go to him, you'll never be welcome in this house again.
Now that Victor's awake, we'll see what he has to say about that.
Didn't plan on that.
Get in.
Get in.
Look, I warned her. She never listens. I should have told you sooner.
Told me what?
He's not a human at all. He's a lycan.
Well, he was bitten by a lycan.
What's this ruckus?
Ruckus. He said, "What's this ruckus?"
Who are you people?
Oh,
Ooh.
What the hell?
just feeding him blood.
Leave us.
Whether you like it or not, you're in the middle of a war that's been raging for 1,000 years.
Perfect.
Makes sense though now, doesn't it?
And if you bit me, what? I become a vampire instead?
No, you die. I track down and kill your kind.
You know why I have been awakened, servant?
I'll soon find out.
You mean when you find her? We have much to discuss, Selene and I. This coven has grown weak, decadent.
Please, my lord, let me summon assistance. You're in need of rest.
What you will do is summon Markus.
But he still slumbers, my lord. You've been awakened a full century ahead of schedule.
Wasn't part of the plan.
If I had another 100 years to go on a nap and somebody woke me up, I might be a bit upset myself.
Grouchy.
They're not hallucinations, they're memories. You've been bitten. This is one of the places we use for interrogations.
Oh, jeez.
Lycans are allergic to silver. If we don't get our bullets out quickly enough, they end up dying on us during questioning.
What do you do with them afterwards?
We put the bullets back in.
Oh, well.
He's got a desert eagle, too.
Why do you hate them so much?
I've already told you we're at war. I couldn't have saved my mother. Or my sister. My father died outside, trying to fend them off. The next thing I knew, I was in his arms. The war had spilled into our house. He drove them off and saved me. Viktor. The oldest and strongest of us.
Who started the war?
They did. Digging into the past is forbidden.
Not allowed to look into the history. That's interesting.
Viktor will know what to do. I'll come back tomorrow night. You will if you want to live.
No, I want to go with you.
Oh, this progressed quickly.
That's. I mean,
well,
I'm not shocked, but
no,
given the circumstances, can't say I expected that.
It was a trap.
You will change, you will kill, and you will feed. Can't leave you free to roam around. I'm sorry.
I mean, who hasn't had somebody kiss them and handcuff you while you weren't paying attention?
To prevent the transformation, at least for a few months. If I don't return in time, use it.
Someone's catching feelings.
A little bit more with that kiss than she was letting on. I would absolutely drive a Jag like that if I owned it. All the time.
Look at this guy.
It's our creepy doctor.
They are ready to attack, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's there just hanging out in their red velvet chairs.
Drinking wine, smoking cigarettes. Well, not wine, but you know.
Yeah. It's a red. It's a 1942.
My lord, she's here.
How could you do this to me? Embarrass me like this. From here on out, you'll do as I say.
Oh!
Come closer, my child.
I've been lost without you, my lord.
Why have you come to believe that Lucian still lives?
But I've given you all the proof you need.
Incoherent thoughts and images, which is precisely why the awakening is performed by an elder. The chain has never been broken, not since we elders first began to leapfrog through time.
Oh.
The Coven is in danger and Michael is the... Give me the chance to get the proof you require.
I will leave it to Craven to collect the proof.
How could you trust him over me?
He is not the one who has been tainted by an animal.
Ooh. Ouch.
You leave me with no choice. You will not be shown an ounce of leniency. When Amelia arrives, the council will convene and decide your fate.
Not looking good. So, you know, Craven's not going to try to find any real proof.
Look at that shirt. Extra long sleeves, length mid-thigh.
I think Diamond Dave used to have one like that.
Oh, several.
Several.
Now you'll be lucky if I can convince the council to spare your life.
Did you have the nerve to cut the skin from his arm, or did Lucian do it for you?
Soon you'll be seeing things my way. No one opens this door. Understood? Can afford to have my future queen run off that lycan again.
Oh, she didn't like that.
What? Uh-oh, trouble in paradise. What kind of dime store chains are those? Couldn't get real chains? Shoot the chain.
Yeah, that's not a good idea.
We're going to have a little ricochet action.
No, now is it going to be out of reach?
Right there. There he was. That's our guy.
Oh.
I forget his name.
That's Algio. Not anymore.
Not anymore. We got all the vamps coming together. I'm sure they didn't want to hear that.
Oh, he
all
doesn't
a
seem
setup.
surprised at all, does he?
No.
How's our boy looking?
He's getting there.
Why are you helping me?
I'm not. I'm helping me.
Just
Buttery smooth.
so jealous of the knees. Be able to take that impact.
What's going on?
The perimeter fence has been tripped.
It's Selene. She's escaped. To go to him, to Michael.
It's awfully quiet in London these last couple days.
Right in the middle of the road.
Oh.
We need to go.
They have the special rounds on them.
Jump! Are you kidding me?
Yes.
That would be my exact reaction.
Yep.
Superhero landing.
Kind of.
Sorta.
Oh, I guess those were.
Yep. The doctor made it.
Any luck?
False alarm. Dogs would have been all over it if anything had gotten even near that fence.
Amelia should have arrived by now.
Yes.
I want you to slip off the property and find out what's keeping her.
Well, here's the thing.
Yeah.
Maybe we should pull over and dose him. He'll be all right. We're almost there.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, look at his eyes.
Yep. It's happening. If I turn the music on, it's not happening.
Yeah. That's the latest meme with turning the radio on so you don't hear your brakes squeaking. Or your muffler about to fall off.
Oh, the ribs are... Eee, he's gaining ribs.
Shit, he's not gonna make it. Pull over. Get the kids.
It's gonna be too late.
Yeah. He's gonna bite that dude's arm off.
Stick him. I'll stick him.
Oh, maybe not.
It's gonna bust out through the roof of the car like somebody else will.
That doesn't work for me, brother.
Oh, here he is. Look at that. He's good to go. He's got jacket queued up.
I sent for Selene.
She's become obsessed. Thinks that I'm at the core of some ridiculous conspiracy.
Now I want you to tell them exactly what you told me.
Oh!
We've been trying to combine the bloodlines. It was useless. Yet the key was to locate the rarest of bloodlines. A direct descendant of Alexander Corvinus, who came to power in the early seasons of the 5th century. His body was able to change the disease. He became the first true immortal. He fathered at least 2 children.
The sons of the Corvinus clan. One bitten by bat, one by wolf, one to walk the lonely road. It's a ridiculous legend.
We needed a pure source, an exact duplicate of the original virus. There can be no such union. We'll see. Lucian is dead. According to whom?
Oh.
No, he's gone, so.
Yeah. Once he started hearing that
He
story.
didn't notice him walk away?
Slipped away.
He was standing right next
there.
to him. Right next to him.
Wait! You, and you alone will know the truth of this. Amelia, or yourself, and eject it, along with Michael's blood. Half vampire, half lycan. Stronger than both.
That's what they're going for.
Well, the old Nokia 5200. Indestructible.
The council members have been assassinated.
What of Amelia?
They bled her dry.
It has already begun.
All right, take him out already.
Oh!
Hey!
Okay, there's that.
Absolution will be yours the moment you kill the descendant of Corvinus, this Michael.
Well, here's the thing.
Doesn't work for me, Victor.
But I love him.
She's in love.
I love him.
It was a harmless peck. We don't know yet, guys.
Well, she made that look.
I'm in love and I don't care who knows.
You've been given an enzyme to stop the change.
Ooh, another big one.
That's enough.
Go and see what's keeping Ray's, will you? I really must apologize. He's in desperate need of a lesson in manners. I'm Lucian.
I need to get back.
Like it matters if they everything going on, they're gonna disinfect it.
Could become infected, and then it might.
Your war, it has nothing to do with me.
My war?
Oh, is he in love with a vampire?
Forbidden love. Get you every time. Oh, full moon
change. It's an awfully convincing story he's making there.
They forced you to watch her die. That's what started the war. I saw it happen as if I were there.
We were slaves once. Even took a vampire for my bride. It was forbidden. He killed her. His own daughter.
Oh.
What?
Which makes sense why he sees Selena as his daughter now.
We have company.
I thought we had a deal.
Patience.
These are matters to be discussed in private.
The council has been destroyed.
Soon you will have it all.
How do you expect me to assume control now that Victor's been awakened?
And that is precisely why I need Michael.
Action shot! Move it!
Oh, silver.
That's silver.
It's Victor.
Yes.
This is taking a hell of a twist.
Is there another way out?
I guess it never occurred to you that you might actually have to bleed to pull off this little coup. Don't even think about leaving.
Oh. Oh, and it's the liquid stuff. Look at that.
Silver nitrate.
Well, he already has the blood, though.
Mm-hmm.
One, move.
Well, here we go. It's going to kick off now.
Easy.
Oh, got him with the pounce. Those razor blade whips.
Silver.
Yeah, got those from Simon Belmont. Whoops.
Uh-oh.
Oh. Well, that'll do it. You know what's intriguing me is the sets that they're on here.
Yeah.
It's pretty wild.
Yep.
Selene.
Do you feel like for mobility, leather trench coats probably not the best idea?
They're heavy.
Hey, look who's rising and shining.
Yep.
Well, oh well. Looky what we have here.
Ooh. And she had the silver nitrate too, right?
Believe so.
What kind of rig has he got there? What is on that fire?
He said, "Give me everything."
What is?
Well, he's the one that creates all of that.
Yeah. Oh
no!
Guy's taking out everybody.
Our
Lost
guy.
Khan?
Oh, triple tap.
I have to get you out of here.
They kill you too just for helping me.
I know.
Oh, does that look familiar? All right, let's see what Viktor can do here.
Oh, he's got the purple jacket on.
Well, he's
You
supposed-
know it's legit.
He's supposed to be a BMF. Let's see what he can do.
Oh,
yeah. Look who it is. Oh! See the silver nitrate just pouring out of him?
Okay, that's enough. You're coming with me.
I hope I live long enough to see Viktor choke the life from you.
But let me tell you a little something about your beloved Dark Father. He's the one who killed your family. So every once in a while, he went out and gorged himself on human blood.
What?
Oh! Oh, and he broke it off.
That's gonna leave a mark.
Half vampire, half lycan.
I mean,
He got
this
nothing to
point,
lose.
yeah, exactly.
Oh, look at that close up.
You may have killed me, but my will is done regardless.
Oh,
Oh.
Superhero landing?
not quite. Not quite yet.
No.
He needs a few minutes.
Forgive me, my child.
It was you.
Oh, here. Oh. What's he gonna
Yeah, I was
turn
gonna say,
into
what's
now?
his final product gonna look like here?
Okay, kind of looks like the werewolf still.
Could you bear my trust?
I have taken from him, but I have given so much more. I loved my daughter, but the abomination growing in her womb was a betrayal of me and of the company.
Oh.
How many twists are they gonna throw at us?
Twists.
As I am forced to do yet again.
No.
Whoa.
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 Oh, he's doing work.
Yeah. He's so fast.
Looks like the Superman claw.
Oh, big uppercut. Our guy's taking hits here. Oh! Oh. Just made her choice. Oh, that was cool. Is it going to be the slow slide? No.
Oh, I was gonna say, we're gonna get the head gonna fall off.
That's what I was waiting for.
Oh,
no way. Oh,
we got it.
We got it.
Just a lot slower than we had anticipated.
Wow.
A lot slower.
That was insane.
Wow.
Now, is this guy going to still be in a rage, or is he going to know what's up here?
Oh, it's like the Hulk. He knows.
Ooh, backing off. Well, I mean, with Viktor gone.
Did they have to do his ribs like that?
No, he's back.
Back to normal.
He's still got to go back to the hospital to deal with his boy that ratted him out.
He'll find his way into prison, I'm sure.
I see what you did there. Jesus.
Though I cannot predict the future,
Oh, to Markus.
To where
two
Markus
vampire
was.
elders have been
Yep.
slain. Soon, Markus will take the throne, and a tide of anger and retribution will spill out into the night. Allegiances will be made. I will become the hunted.
It almost sounded like Balor's music, didn't it, a little bit to begin with? All right, guys. Wow. What a very surprising, fun ride. And I liked it for a number of reasons that I'm going to get into. And I don't know if the other fellas here will kind of join with me, but this wasn't your average run-of-the-mill monster battle type movie. There was a ton of twists in here that you do not expect from normally these type of movies, let's say. You know, Viktor ended up being the main villain in here, a complete turnaround from what we thought. This whole time we thought it was Lucian, who was the big baddie that made the deal with Craven, and that they were in cahoots together. And here we thought, you know, or at least I thought maybe Selene was going to, you know, work together with Viktor and Michael somehow and take out those two guys, but they just completely twisted everything around on us. And I really enjoyed that because you never saw what was coming. The soundtrack was awesome. A lot of great bands were in this one. A lot of great timing of the way they did the sound effects. For us, we had headphones on, so it maybe hit a little bit different unless you have a real, you know, high quality sound system that you're watching it on. But through the headphones, it was pretty incredible, really immersive, and the way they played with the sound was excellent. I also liked how at first I was kind of wondering why they did it this way. Aside from the scene in the subway, we really didn't see any other normal people like walking around London or anything like that. It was completely empty. And
except for the beginning, you know,
with the subway.
but otherwise, other than that,
And at first I was kind of like, I'm not sure how I feel about it, but I kind of started to enjoy it because it allowed them to just tell the story of Underworld and not have to worry about, oh, well, we can't go out in the daytime. We got to do this so the people don't see us. And it brings a whole level of complication that you can just avoid if you just don't have it. And it allows you to tell the story that you want to tell instead of getting to all the typical vampire lore, like, oh, well, we put on makeup or whatever so they don't recognize us, or we only move in the dark. And you can just take all that out of it. So I really did appreciate that. Probably halfway through the movie, it kind of started to win me over, and I don't know if it was intentional, but I really liked the way that they did that. And again, with the major twists was nice. I'm going to agree with Oak. The set designs on this were really incredible. I like where they did the battles and almost like an old London underworld, a lot of concrete and water, and things are broken down, and the buildings that they used, the tech that our guy Khan had was really incredible stuff. And, you know, again, for 03, for a movie that I don't think had the biggest budget in the world, I thought they pulled it off pretty well. I guess you could maybe nitpick some of the special effects with some of the werewolves. And look, were they the greatest? No, I mean, we've seen better, but it's 20 years old. And what they did do, which was creative, is the way they did the shots. They did a lot of action that you didn't see, or a lot of work in shadows, or maybe you only saw a claw or a big jaw biting onto something. So they were creative with it to, hide the weaknesses and accentuate the positives, as we like to say. So I really enjoyed that. And again, I just thought it was a great story that was way more than I expected, had way more twists than I could have imagined.
You know, the thing is too, is with 03, like with the CGI, it was more practical. This is where they're still tinkering with CGI, starting it to get it to go. Like we just viewed like Gladiator, how they worked the CGI into there, but a lot of it was practical. Same with here. Like some of the werewolf masks were reminiscent to me of a good old music video called Thriller from back in the day. That's what they kind of look reminiscent of to me. But hey, the story was a lot of fun. That we've always heard about werewolves and vampires going at each other and trying to jock for position for who is more superior. Yes, we watched Twilight, but I think this was a lot more fun. Heck, even the vampire running was a lot more realistic towards the car than Edward, high knees, high choppy knees carrying Stewart.
But they did a lot in this movie for $22 million. That's all it took to make it. That's incredible.
$22 million. They did a great job with it. I mean, obviously Kate Beckinsale just crushed it as usual, but like I loved Scott Speedman was pretty good as Michael, and then Bill Nighy as Viktor. Yeah. Oh, when it first came out, I was like, that voice sounds familiar. It sounds familiar, and then it shows up to be him. And what a hell of a twist at the end. That he's not only the bad guy, took out his daughter, but that she was also pregnant with what he considered, unnatural or an abomination, is what he said, with having a vampire and werewolf offspring. So it was really crazy, but I love then the twist ending with that, and then also the twist ending with Mason at the bottom getting some blood from another one. So that's gonna be an interesting twist moving forward. So all in all, I thought this was a lot of fun. And it was really good. Markus. I'm sorry, Markus.
So for me, this was an absolutely incredible story that was given a pretty low Hollywood budget, even in 2000. Look, $22 million in 2003.
They couldn't afford extras. That's why there was no normal stuff on the streets.
Low budget.
That's true.
We look. I know this movie is loved. We watched a very, very low budget film from the look. I love Kate Beckinsale. I think Michael Sheen, of course, I'm going to be a little partial to him because of Twilight. I thought the acting, Shane Brody as Craven, I thought Craven's acting was horrific. It felt very, I don't even want to say like B-list. It felt really like C or D-list acting by the guy who was Craven. And given as much acting talent is out there, it just felt like
how'd that one work?
It almost felt like, when you see movies that show like like cheesy TV shows and like the poor acting, it felt like that. So it was the CGI, the transformations between the humans and the werewolf. It felt like really like Thriller, like Michael
20 years old,
Thriller. But if you compare it to other, special effects at the time, I mean, like, okay, and I know the
first Matrix was out.
I know this is a drastic.
99 was.
I know this is a drastic budget comparison, but when did the first Lord of the Rings come out?
Would have been
I believe
thousands. I think.
Early 2000s.
So we look at the
because I saw the second one in high
and
school.
stuff with the orcs and
but they had $300 million.
Right. So that's why I'm making it very clear that there's a massive budget gap here. Now, all that said, I think it was an incredibly compelling story, and that's what I really loved about this film, is that it was something very unique. And you guys talk about like, okay, I haven't watched that much vampire stuff, so my scope of experience is pretty narrow. But for me, this was a really cool story and had a lot of really cool twists about the elders and bringing them back. And when we got the backstory on Lucian, that he was born into slavery and fell in love with royalty, and the dad took out his own daughter, and then he took out Selene's family but was going to take out her, but he reminded him of his own daughter, so he kept her. The story was really, really compelling, which it's almost conflicting for me. Like, it would be like, I have to imagine, and was this based off a book? Do we know? Answer if this was based off of a book.
Or if it was just an original story.
horror film.
Okay, it was based on a story by Kevin Grivo.
Okay.
It's like up there. So, he wrote the original screenplay. So, yeah, I think this was original.
I mean, like, I feel like if you would have read a book that was this story, you'd be like, oh, this was a really, really incredible story. And then seeing it adapted to a movie could have been somewhat disappointing. Now, of course, we're watching movies all the time that have really advanced special effects, but we are also watching old movies, and we've watched plenty from this era. I grew up watching movies, and look, it just wasn't the best put together. We're looking. It's got generally poor reviews from critics, but people did love the gothic visuals, which I will say that was really cool. I really didn't, Mason Quinn brought up that we didn't see a lot of extras and stuff going on. I like to just think that it was, rainy in London at, 2 or 3 in the morning. And so there just naturally wasn't a lot of people out. We saw a massive blowout in this dude's apartment building and nothing. There wasn't a single other person there, gunshots, and I mean, so there's some pretty.
You could base it on that, people know that this war exists, so they stay home at night.
Yeah, that's another interesting thing is that they didn't really give us any insight to anything as far as whether people are aware that this war exists or obviously Underworld. So this is a really, I don't know that I've watched anything before where I loved the story as much as I did with this, but the delivery was kind of, like Twilight, if I'm being honest. Twilight, and look, I have so much fun watching it with these guys, but the story as a whole, it's kind of there's problems with the story, and then there's problems with the delivery, and it's so cheesy that you just roll with it, you have fun. Now, this wasn't done in a cheesy fashion. I think the story was really good. Again, the delivery, the special effects and everything were pretty rough. So it's a conflicting. I mean, did it feel for you guys like it was first off, did the acting feel bad for you guys? Because I felt like the acting was pretty rough at times.
Rough, maybe at times. I didn't think it was as bad as you are. I think he's looking through the scope of how much you love Twilight. That he's this was horrible acting, but Twilight Oscar worthy.
I should narrow it down because I did like Viktor's character. I thought was good. Kate Beckinsale's acting was good. I just really had a problem with Corvin, and maybe it was the 90s, center part, his vampire clothes.
All you did was rip on his shirt for being long sleeved and open. But hey, it hit a piece that he was able to take out what we thought was a bad guy at the time, and Lucian. But
and that's kind of the problem with playing a vampire, because there's always that bit of, it seems like there always is a bit of overacting when somebody does a vampire. But I'll agree with you, Oka. Craven definitely was kind of the weak point of the cast. But I thought Khan was awesome. Our weapons man was great. Obviously, Kate was great. Scott Spedman, essentially a nobody at the time, an unheard of actor, at least as far as I know. I thought he did great, and Viktor was good too.
And then he had Bill Nye.
Shane Broley, who played Craven. What else has he done?
From just Belfast, that's pretty much it.
I want to. Let's see.
But yeah, I mean, I'll agree with you that maybe did hold it back. But it looks like he's had some work, but
nothing that we would really recognize.
Nothing we would have seen
other than Underworld. He hasn't really done anything.
Yeah.
But maybe he'll get better. But in any regard, I mean, I thought it was good. Now, another thing that I kind of want to discuss that I think is interesting, anytime you have a movie where there's going to be a mythical creature.
Traditional monsters.
A traditional mythical creature. You go in having high expectations and wondering what is it going to look like?
How close?
What is it going to look like? What is it going to look like? What is their adaptation of a werewolf going to look like? This was interesting for me because it was like a mohawk down the back, and it almost felt more orc than
a wolf.
Than like a wolf, like a werewolf, which is interesting in Twilight because they turned into actual
dogs,
massive,
bigger wolves.
Yeah. What did you guys think of the? They kind of felt like orcs to me.
Yeah, I mean it was unique. I think maybe their hand was maybe forced a little bit because of the budget they had. I think they thought maybe look, there's no way we're going to be able to pull off a realistic looking wolf character. So what if we do something that's a little bit completely different? That way we have a little bit of creative freedom and we can make it a little bit different.
Well,
and that can be our universe.
Well, then with it being Underworld, it's going to be in the dark, so that way they can hide a lot of the deficiencies because they're in the darkness.
Yeah.
So it's not like it's not like in Twilight where he can turn into a werewolf at any point of the day, where he turns into a werewolf and running across the field. Whereas these guys are following the mythos that it's only a full moon that you can do that.
Yeah.
I will say though, for as much as I love Potter, the werewolf that they did with Lupus there was pretty sketchy too. I guess maybe it's hard to
it's a hard monster.
Just a really good mythological werewolf, and I'm trying to think if there's other movies where we've seen that, where
like I never saw True Blood or anything like that, so I don't know if they had it.
I don't know if they had. I know
wolves
it
there.
was vampires. I don't know.
Well, Teen Wolf, Michael J. Fox, just saw him recently.
Well, I mean, that's always a good. That's always a good one.
But in any regard, So for me, a really great story. Some holes in the delivery of the movie, but I thought it was,
Yeah, I mean, I feel
see what you guys
and I feel the same way. So for me, folks, I gave it a 3 out of 5 answers. You know what, Matt? That's even a little bit low. Isn't that a little bit low? I think it is. We'll go a 3.25 because I do want to give the story a lot of credit for just how damn good it was. And honestly, the only thing that held them back was the budget they were given to work with. I mean, normally we see like romantic comedies and like gross out type comedy movies made for the $20-30 million mark, or like real like B-level horror movies that are made for $30 million and will make $200-300 million at the box office. So they made 5 more of them. So obviously, I think maybe the budget started coming in. They saw some success, and maybe the next ones will be really good. But I enjoyed the movie a lot, but it was held back, so hence the score.
Yep, and I guess great minds think alike, because I also give that the same, the 3.25. But I still think it was a lot fun, and I think it was a lot more entertaining, and there's still a lot left on the table that can be out there, and I'm hoping that's what happens in the following installments.
Yeah, as these guys had mentioned, as everybody knows who's watching this, they made a bunch of them. And look, I think it said the $22 million budget made like $95 million. So it almost, made about 5 times what the budget was. So if we looked at a movie today,
22.95.7.
Yes, I mean, if we look at a movie today that cost $200 million to make, and I mean, let's add a zero on this. Let's say it was a $220 million budget, would be huge for a movie, and made almost $1 billion. That would be considered huge in today's. So if we look at what the budget was and what it made at the box office, it makes sense. And I'm guessing with as big of a hit as it was at the box office, or not maybe a big hit, but for as much as it made in comparison to the budget, maybe they were like, hey,
we got something
make a
here.
Second one and jack this budget up a little bit. So I'm going into it with optimism. I'm going to give it a 3. Like I said, I was really compelled with the story, something unique, a lot of twists and turns that I hadn't expected. I was turned off a little bit by the acting and some of the CGI. But look, we're here for all of them. So I'm going to keep an open mind and be optimistic that as these move forward, we get a little bit higher quality as far as the delivery, with hopefully as compelling of a storyline in the sequels.
Yeah. Well, there you go. 1 down, a few to go. And Craven will be back in the next one, so he'll probably prove you wrong.
Is he really?
So for Appleton Oak, that's Mason Quinn. I'm, of course, the answer. Good night, pals.